Hello, St. Andrews, and welcome to this week's edition of Chancel Chat. It's Wednesday, the 22nd of March. Today is the 19th day of our Lenten journey toward Easter, which means tomorrow we'll be halfway through. So the season is passing quickly, and we're looking forward to the events of Holy Week and Easter coming up just around the corner. I'd like to begin this morning by thanking Frank Marchese and the men's group for a very successful community meal this past Saturday evening. I wasn't here. I was in Washington, D.C. with our confirmation students, but I understand it was a very successful meal. Corned beef and cabbage in honor of St. Patrick's Day, and that we hosted some 20 neighbors from our community for this meal. So thanks to Frank and the men for all of their contributions, preparing and serving and cleaning up after this meal. And we're looking forward to the next community meal coming up later this spring. As I mentioned, Susan and I chaperoned 3 of our confirmation students on a trip to Washington, D.C. this past weekend. It was really a great trip. We had a great opportunity to get to know the confirmation students that were traveling with us. We had a guided tour of the National Cathedral on Saturday afternoon. We worshiped at the cathedral on Sunday morning before returning home. We spent a significant amount of time at the Church of the Epiphany Mission Center, which is located about 5 blocks from the White House. So all in all, it was a great trip, and we appreciated the opportunity to connect with in a significant way with our young people. Looking ahead to this weekend, at all 3 liturgies this weekend, we're going to be doing what we call a narrative Eucharist. And we do this periodically to provide, especially for our confirmation students and young people, some instruction about why we do the things that we do in our worship services here at St. Andrews. So we hope that it will be meaningful and beneficial for not just the young people, but for everyone. Looking ahead to next week, I will be away Monday through Wednesday. My annual Lenten retreat at St. Mary's Abbey in Morristown, New Jersey. I'll leave early Monday morning and return on Wednesday afternoon. Our Lenten book study continues this coming week. Our 4th session will be on Wednesday, the 29th of March at 6 p.m. We begin with a soup and bread dinner, followed by our book study, and we conclude our evening by reading together the prayer at the close of the day, Compline. So if you haven't been a part of that, you're certainly welcome to come as we explore the Celebration of Disciplines by Richard Foster, a classic devotional book that has been very well received so far. Thursday morning, our traditional Thursday morning Eucharist at 7 a.m., followed by a wonderful continental breakfast in the parish house. And then Stations of the Cross on Friday evening at 6 p.m. So we commend all of these events to you, and we hope that they will enhance your experience during this Lenten season. I'd like to conclude by issuing a couple of advertisements. I mentioned last week the Christian Formation Planning Conference, which is coming up on Saturday, April 8th from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. This is a very, very important event in the life of our parish. We've identified Christian formation for all as one of our highest priorities, and we're fortunate to have Mr. John Roberto, who is the founder and president of Lifelong Faith Associates, who has agreed to serve as our facilitator and moderator for this conference. He's an established spokesperson and expert in Christian formation for all ages, and we are fortunate to have him as our consultant. So please plan to attend, call the parish office, and make reservations. A lunch will be provided, and it will be, I think, a wonderful experience for all of us. So please mark your calendars and plan to be with us on Saturday, April 8th for the Christian Formation Planning Conference. And then finally, just a reminder that our pilgrimage to the Holy Land, scheduled for early in 2018, we need to have a minimum of 20 travelers in order to qualify for the group airfare discount. So we're still looking for 5 or 6 folks to join us on this incredible journey. So if you're interested, please let me know. I'll provide you with all the information that you'll need to make that decision. So that's about all I have for today. I pray that all of you will continue to have meaningful and spirit-filled Lenten season as we make our way toward the events of Holy Week and Easter here at St. Andrews. So God bless you, and we'll talk again next week.